Yeah, so this is the set that ButterDog had over at Shine. Definitely did not play to the best of his ability here. And he watched it and he kind of realized how much he messed up too. The funny thing is, like, when you listen to the commentators of this one, they're saying, oh man, this looks like a really bad and rough matchup. And the funniest thing is, if you really look at this, Grimace was kind of like hard throwing the entire time. But ButterDog, like, he picked up how to punish it game one, but he didn't pick up how to punish it like game two and three, because he got three. Yeah, he got three out in this one. The main thing is that if you bait reflect bucket out and he does not adjust to it, you basically have a guaranteed free opening you can set up anytime by just putting can somewhere around him, and he'll bucket and you get a free grab off of it every single time. And he did not exploit that at all. So that was really like the main message of this. And because of that, he kind of let him like bucket up a lot of cans. And he was I think every single time he got a full bucket, he got a 0 death off of it. I mean, if he has it, really hard to avoid. But at the same time, it's just, he should not be getting the can buckets at all. Like maybe Clay Pigeon, or I don't think he can bucket Gunman. I think Gunman just reflects. But yeah, it's just can's not something you should be absorbing at all. So if you can bait it out, you can also do the drop. So then that way the reflector misses and you can just punish him with aerials. That's a very common thing that you can do. And you always outrange him, so you don't really have to worry about approaches, just because he has literally nothing to approach with. Like the best he can do is bear, but if he's not facing backwards, fair will go right through bombs every single time. So it's a move you physically do not need to worry about. And then Nair is more scary as an anti-air than anything to approach with. So that move's a non-problem as well. The main thing is that, Game & Watch does have like those comeback mechanics. He's very slippery, and if he's playing the white alt, it's really hard to tell like when he's vulnerable. And if you don't understand when Game & Watch is vulnerable, it's going to be very hard to punish him. But he is more punishable than he seems, but he's also very, very safe as well. So your windows to punish him are very tight, and there's just a lot of moves that you physically can't punish. So if you don't go in knowing those, then it's hard. But kind of once you know what you're doing against him, it's a very even matchup. Obviously, Game & Watch is going to have the comeback factor against you, but you have a significantly better neutral against him. It's just that you need to know how your projectiles work against him to really take advantage of that. And once you have that, Game & Watch really can't do much. It's just that he's going to like hope that you slip up, and then it's if you have to box with Game & Watch, his moves will win. The main way that you're always going to beat him out is strictly through timing your moves around him and then like outside of his range. Those are kind of the two main things. So with that said, let's get into it. Like right there, he just started immediately just with approaching bucket. The good thing is, like, I don't think he got a bucket off of it, but still, it's just, that's not how you want to start. And honestly, that should just give you the theme right there of that's all he's going to go for. Oh, wait, he got two of those. And like right there, all he had to do was just ping can over it, and then he wouldn't have to worry about this. Because like he can't do anything from bucket. He's got to hold it. He can't jump. He can't shield cancel it. He's got to drop it and then do something else. And now he just gave him a free 0 to death. And then that's it. Yeah, it's like he went in so unaware. I think he might have absorbed both the gunman and the can. I think he got both of those. Yeah. I mean, okay, look at the character of Game & Watch. How does he approach? He honestly is just going to be running up to you and like hoping that you fall into a move. That's really it. There's not really anything that he has to like challenge you with. The closest that he can do is approaching back air. That's mostly it. Like he's got safe grounded options. Don't get me wrong about that. Like jab is relatively safe. Down tilt's relatively safe. F tilt's relatively safe. But, you know, the ranges on those moves are not good. So as long as you're playing very, very mobile, you can get around those options like fairly easily. How does that compare to a character that can approach? Well, the thing is this, like, Game & Watch's mobility is not good. He's super, super floaty, and he can get drift off of that, but it's not like it's fast. It's very slow, very telegraphed. His frame data is very, very good, though. So that's what kind of makes him strange. So in the air, you can kind of, like, you can pseudo combine that frame data with, like, that drift, but it doesn't really translate to, like, his grounded options or anything like that. It's like, it's scary to approach Game & Watch. It's not scary for him to approach you. That's kind of the thing. Like, you can't challenge Game & Watch. Challenging Game & Watch is kind of like a death sentence because he can just spam moves like crazy, and probably the disjoints are going to beat you out if you do that. But if he has to throw out the move without like hoping he hits you, then you can play around that much easier. Also, I feel really bad because, like, I've just been talking about why Game & Watch kind of sucks, but I haven't really been talking about how to set up on him. Right here, him starting off with the drop down can isn't necessarily a bad option because, like, most characters are not going to be coming down that fast. And to be fair, a lot of Game & Watches aren't going to immediately do this. Like, he hard gambled there, and his hard gamble paid off. So technically might be a little bit better to just, like, kind of sit back and wait and see where Game & Watch ends up. But I'm not going to blame him for an option like that. That made no sense. Like, if he thought he was going to go for a jab, Clay Pigeon technically would go through that. If he thought he was going to go for grab, okay, Clay Pigeon would go through that. But, like, at that point, like, he got the can explosion on you and he's going to be on top of you. So you kind of want to be a little bit more defensive. And then, like, right here, he could have literally just ping canned over him, and then he could have avoided this entire bucket setup. And I know that we told him that bucket reflects, and he saw the bucket reflect too. I just realized, what did he absorb? He got 2 off of can. Huh. I'm trying to think. The only thing I think is maybe he absorbed the reticle shot. That's what I'm thinking. And yeah, he didn't absorb the gunman shot. That was strictly just the can. And then yeah. But yeah, let's just look at this approach right here. Like, look, ButterDog jumped straight up, and that's why he got caught. If ButterDog jumped back, then he could have landed with fair and punished this. Like, that's the only adjustment he needed to make there. Again, you're going to be able to outrange him as long as you change your positioning and adjacent to him, but he didn't do that. He just kind of fell right into that. And then, like, at this point, he should know that, okay, the way that I need to use my can is I just need to bait out bucket. So descending buckets can be the main way that he's going to fill this up with, he's going to fill it up. So you kind of need to avoid situations like that. Like, if he's up here, that's the ideal place that you want him to throw out bucket. So then that way, if he does reflect it, he's not going to absorb it. And it gives you a very big window to drop can before it hits him and reflects, and then you can get a free aerial off of it. And that answered our question there. So he can only reflect gunmen, he can't absorb it. So that has stayed consistent. There he could have gotten a second Clay Pigeon and probably killed him. So, like, here, this is perfect. Like, there, he should know that he's going to come down with bucket. That's a free grab, and you never have to worry about anything aggressive coming out. You never have to worry about him changing his momentum either. It's only going to land there, and he can't do anything else. It's free, and now he's going to get dash attack. And also, like right there, because he was landing with bear, that was going to be a free clay pigeon there. It would go through it. And like again, like look how many reflectors are coming out, and like how many things he can punch. And yeah, see, that's why bomb sucks. He literally threw out a clay pigeon that honestly he really should have been punished for that, but it just destroyed it, and Game & Watch had no offense there. And this sucks because like if he was ready to just like down air that, he would have died, but he thought he was gone. Again, like look at this right here. Look how bad this move is. Point blank, this should have exploded, but because he threw out an attack, Game & Watch lost. Like if Game & Watch is facing you, he's probably going to lose in the air. And again, he learned nothing. He literally did the same exact setup against this Game & Watch, and he was just lucky that Can didn't pop. And see, look, now he's like, okay, I can bait out Reflector, and he's got that. So he should know that at this point, okay, I can get much harder punishes off of it. And then again, like, I don't know why you ping Can there. You know he's going to come down and reflect it. Let him come down and reflect it, because if Can's reflected on the ground, you can run through that with no issue. He could just grab. He gets dead bombs. Pretty much. Well, he didn't have bombs before. That was added in this game. Oh, yeah, that was a credit card before. Like, look right there. He knew he could punish it. He knew he could do it. Like, look. He learned how to do this game one, and then he forgets. I'm so mad at him for that. And think about it. He punished him like 3 times in a row. Grimace doesn't change anything, and he completely neglects the entire game plan that would have net him the entire set. Yeah, so there he just did Clay Pigeon way too late. The second that Bear touched Gunman, you throw out Clay Pigeon, it punishes him. It's just that he didn't recognize that was the hit confirm. Again, I know that was not intentional on his part. Like, I think he wanted to fair Can to hit Game & Watch, so Grimace's game plan was technically sound. At least in my head, that's probably the situation that both players were going for, or ButterDog was going for. But as long as you know he's going to throw out that bucket near Can, just hit him. Hit him or grab him. That's all you need to do. And make Can stay on the ground. See, like, that was a good idea because every single time Grimace has been landing, he did bucket land on top of Can. So at that point, you expect him to be in that F smash range. So that was fine on his part there. Also, that was very dumb because, like, he's always been bucketing. No idea why he didn't try to, like, go for the up air, which probably was guaranteed at that percent. Also, useless gunman. And again, he knows that he's going to do this. And that's the thing. He didn't grab him. Like, so annoying. Also, the other thing too is that once he gets bucket filled, I don't think ButterDog was thinking that now he could use Can normally. Because when you can use a Can normally against Game & Watch, oh, he's very screwed. He actually can't do anything in neutral. Like, he's got, like, some levels of disjoints, but, like, you know, bomb's not going to work. He's got to max base everything to get around it. I mean, because of the way that, like, down air works, like, that doesn't get around shield Can as well. So you can control him super well with that. The most that he has is that he can technically reflect it. No, actually, no, he can't reflect it. Never mind. So he's not going to waste his bucket on it. So you don't even have to worry about that. Like the most that a Game & Watch is going to do is he's going to air dodge. So when you know he's going to air dodge, then you just hit him with an aerial. Like again, like there, he was like, oh, he's going to reflect. No, he's not. He can't do it right now. Yeah, and like at this point now he's got free reign to do whatever he needs to. But yeah, like that entire time, like he was not playing neutral. Like he just got in, he got grabbed, and then he was never trying to be to the side of him. He just kind of stayed on top to him, and he didn't look for areas to reset himself. He was just like a big issue that he had. He was zero focused in on just getting a projectile out, and that's what got him killed there. All you had to do is watch Grimace, be like, okay, where are you? Okay, perfect. Opening, hit, throw away. All right, set up. We're good. He tried to set up without like setting up the situation where he could set up. That was the issue going on there. Game & Watch is like up B out of shield is like is always known as the move that Game & Watch spams because it is like the best disadvantage move in the world. It's basically an unpunishable move. Like right there, like no sense of awareness. Like, okay, I've got Can up here, very clearly cannot reflect it. Or even if he does reflect it, not my problem. And I think he got caught in the initial dash there, so technically probably nothing he could do there. But that's good to know, though. If you're worried about a reflected Can, right, right here. Yeah, so this is good to know. If he ever reflects your Can, just down throw on top of it, and then you'll get the damage off of it. And then you'll be free. Though I will say this, just a little warning, is sometimes the stage position is just going to be much better to get, so don't always go for that on top of Can. Sometimes it's going to be better just to throw him off. Just make sure you dispose of Can safely. Again, he just was not watching where Game & Watch was. Also, with him hitting Gunman there, that was the freest clay pigeon he could have gotten off his entire life. Again, do not respect Game & Watch if he is ever facing you. Just always hit him. Never respect him. Yeah, Duck Hunt will force you to learn fundies. You can't succeed with this character if you don't understand them. Again, like you can grab him. You saw yourself grab him a lot and you forgot, and I don't know why you're not doing it. It's just it was so annoying watching this. Yeah, it's like okay, like with these, like he's not playing with the intent to set this up at all. I would say like this is a form of autopiloting, yes. Like he's just going to what I think a Duck Hunt should do, but not what a Duck Hunt should do against Game & Watch. That's definitely going on. Not to mention, like he said he felt nervous on stage and things like that too. No, it's just that he went to what was comfortable. That was the main thing. And like that happened in the last set. That happened in the last game too. Like right there, like the air dodge punishes. Like he had it set up pretty good there. Also, yeah, right now he's still playing. So at the moment, the way that he's moving he's playing it like he can reflect. But at the moment, he can't reflect because his bucket's full. Like he's doing the wrong strat at the wrong times. Like right now, the way that he's using it's that, oh, he's going to reflect it. See, now he's not doing it. And then again, like that was just stupid. Also, he did have a jump there as well, so like he actually could have lived by just jumping and going to the other ledge. Also, yeah, the commentators are wrong here again. That's it. Easy stuff. Like, also the way that he got that started. Let me check. How do you... I don't know. That didn't feel like... Let me see. I feel like he could have buffered shield. I might be wrong, but I feel like he could have buffered shield there. Again, forgot about bucket. Because like the entire time he had bucket full, but he just used it, and he played it like he had bucket full. Like, look how long it took him to recognize that. Like, oh, I'm so mad. Also, like over there, so for like that last one where he did the grab, he honestly could have F smashed him and he would have been okay. Okay, you need to realize that like Game & Watch is not a top tier character. He's good. Don't get me wrong about that. But this is just 100% ButterDog screwing up. Like none of this should be happening. Absolutely none of this should be happening right now. Like this is the equivalent of not knowing you need to throw shield in front of charge shot. That's basically what you're seeing right now. It's not even that. It's just he doesn't know how to fight the character. That's literally it. Like as long as you understood the basic functionality of Game & Watch's moves and how your projectiles interact with that, like this set would not look like this at all. Because like you gotta even realize, like even a character like Lucario's or like Incineroar, like they have combos where it'll just like instantly kill you. This is not a top tier privilege thing. It's just I have no idea how to fight your character, or I'm not doing what I need to do to fight your character. So like right there, because Ken was floating enough, he could have grabbed and then like thrown him, but that's a very hard situation to recognize. Yeah, unfortunate there. You didn't know the dash attack properties. Like, this thing pisses me off so much. Like, what do you think he does here? Like, all you have to do is full hop, land, grab. And physically not a thing that he can do because it takes too long for him to put away bucket and, like, punish you. And again, like commentators not knowing, you could just jump up there and grab him. Even though they did see that happen earlier. And also the other thing too, he's landing on top of Game & Watch, which you should never, ever do for your life. Yeah, that was just a very bad approach. And again, like, he's not, like, trying to abuse this bucket stuff as much. Also, again, like I mentioned before, Game & Watch is just hard baiting up bears. How does he cancel out of it? Because, like, the thing there was, like, he was holding bucket there for a very, very long time. Like, let me see exactly what that cancel looks like. Oh, Jesus. I never adjusted the title. Oh, wait, no, I did. It's just jump? Let me see that. Oh, oops, what? There we go. And then... So, if I do... Oh, wait, I forgot to do... No, you can't jump that. You can't jump. That's a lie. Nope. No jump. Actually, let me hold up. Not the only thing. The only thing is that I do have my L button set to jump, but I... Yep. No, jump doesn't work. And to just prove it, let me do it when it explodes. Yeah, so like, there, whatever. But let's try it again. No jump. Yeah, like that's once it's absorbed, you could jump. So, no, I can't. Well, let me do this again then. So let's throw this out. So let me wait a little bit and then try to jump. But yeah, so absorption, I was able to jump like right after it did it. So if you don't cancel it when he does that wink. Yeah, so if you don't cancel it when he does the wink, then you can't jump cancel it. So let me try it again. No. He needs a full absorb. He needs to be actually canceled out of this. The only way he can cancel it is if the move is over because he can't use bucket anymore because he's at full. You can't cancel this move. You psyched yourself out for no reason on this. The only, like, the characters that can do it is Wolf and Fox. Wolf and Fox, if they reflect, they can jump cancel. But that? Nah, you guys are buffing up Game & Watch in your head without it being true. So that's the thing. The second he brings bucket out, that's a free punish. Stop thinking it's not. Also, something that I hate is that he keeps going for down throw instead of just throwing him off stage. Yeah, that's something to remember is that you can have like the shield can setups with gunmen in there. Oh, there's a lot of bad gunmen here. Yeah, the other thing too is that the hitbox on dash attack disappears a lot quicker than you think. It's just that because the animation on Game Watch does not change, it's so hard to tell when that happens. The only way you know is when it hits your shield, then you can punish him. And it kind of sucks. Because, like, right there, if he didn't throw out Clay Pigeon, he would have gotten a free can on there. Yeah. And then he forgot that he had that set up. And the thing that sucks is that he could have easily gotten the second Clay Pigeon for the kill there, too. And then, of course, he doesn't set up can for the ledge trap. Yeah, I forget how safe that move is on shield. As you saw there, you can't grab it. But I don't remember. Yeah, so Nair is -5 or 4 on shield. So that move's ridiculously safe. That's the thing that sucks. Like, he was so low that like he didn't think that he had to do anything at that point, but always should stay right under him. But he didn't lose anything from that. And that sucks too, because like if he didn't There's like so many hits that you need to just be ready to believe to connect that you can get so much more off of each one of these things. Just is not. So something to keep in mind is that he has not been bucketing for a while, and I don't know if ButterDog kept track of that. And then there he did. The other thing too is like with Gunman and Cam being there, he could have thrown a clay pigeon right through and not had to worry about being punished. Yeah, and then if he's gonna just throw it away, he needs to ping it, or he needs to ping it more so it gets refreshed quicker. Also, at that point, I don't know why he went into the stage. Like, he could have just gone out and avoided the up B there. Yeah, like I wish he didn't go for the F smash there because if he didn't, he would have gotten that he would have gotten a grab punish on him pretty easily. If he was at like 100, then an F smash makes sense. But I don't think F smash center stage would kill it unless he messed up his DI. And then like there, he could just clay pigeon through it again. There, he could have jab. If he did the jab block, he could have gotten the kill. And again, like he's not really paying attention to the positioning of where Grimace is. Like over there when Grimace was like at the ledge already, Can's like either got to cover the jumping area or you just need to like not do anything and just hit him with normals. Yeah. That's the other thing too. At that point, you have to know that your shield is broken. Oh well, he's got Japanese writing on there. Hokuren. But yeah. Yeah, that overall just did not play the matchup for most of it. Grimace just wasn't like bucketing towards the end, and I honestly think the match would have been a lot closer for him if he was, because ButterDog just wasn't punishing him for it, and then he just got like massive leads off of it. But when he was not using bucket, his ButterDog's neutral was decent against him. He didn't do the spacing against Game and Watch that you needed to really fully take advantage of him in neutral. But he was doing good enough that he did have the lead for the most part in that set. Just not very bad ladge trapping, just went for YOLOs when he didn't need to. Recovery, he just kind of put himself in the way of hitboxes when he didn't have to as well, and he still could have recovered fine. But yeah, the main thing is just, honestly, the bucket was the biggest thing. Like if he made that adjustment, this set would have been dramatically different because he wouldn't have like immediately lost 2 stocks off of this, like during the entire set, and it would have forced Grimace to just play a lot different in neutral and not get those free openings. And honestly, off of that and just like watching him in like those closer scramble burst range situations, full confidence ButterDog could have taken this without much of an issue because, when he was playing this fine, he did good. He kind of showed why Duck Hunt Neutral was like good in this, but when he was not understanding how bucket worked, it turned against him horribly. Very, very bad. And there were just like a lot of matchup specific things that I mentioned throughout that he just wasn't fine-tuned for. And a lot of situations that he wasn't ready for, so he couldn't get the pickups on that. That's what I say. But I mean, the good thing is, I know you've watched this, so I know you like learned from it. But go back and watch this ButterDog, and hopefully you kind of understand just like how drastically bad you missed some of those openings.